So I want to say morning to everybody. Right now at about 94 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty hot. The like 10:37 Belize time, and the 26th June 2020. And this is the Fabers Road extension. So we are doing a lead drive from Fabers Road to, I'm not quite sure where I want to stop the video, but I want to make you know when I'm about to stop, because I never really give it much start where I stop. Nonetheless, it will be interesting. So Fabers Road, this area in the 70s, early 70s, or yeah, well, early 70s, but when I get to know it, the ending as the 70s, early 80s. Most of this area, and of course I never really start at the beginning, but most of this area that me just bush on both sides. Two sides, just bush. And they used to call almost to the end a garbage dump, but I never a garbage dump in the sense garbage like, you know, for people's house. The garbage for like Romax and Brody's, the two supermarkets. Expire things like, you know, milk, food items. They would have come and throw it up here, and people, of course, at that time, a lot poorer than now. In our sense, because you got a lot of poor people now around the world. So I have to acknowledge that. But people may got it real bad then as well. And they used to come up, dog out the trucks, we used to dash it, and they would have even sell it, you know. So I could remember that. All this area you had one or two houses, and of course the road was terrible. So I would have said that in the late 90s, I would have said like 97, between 97 and 98. No, actually no, I would have said 99, 2000. 99, 2000 they paved this, and that first paving may get like real bad. Recently, I would have said 2 years, they cemented. So you really wouldn't say they paved the street, although it paved where pavement mean that correct, but you would have said they cemented in the Belize terms, you know. So we want to get past Central American Boulevard, and we are turn right, and we're going to the we are turn right round the Port Authority. And this area, because me and my family, when I'm young, I moved around this area. You never had this when we moved around here in 1979. You never had the boulevard. You never have this. This time it just bush as well. And I can remember they start dump this area up with a lot of clay. So where part we may live to, same way, a whole area never may got a lot of housing. Not too far from around here. If you turn right, you go to Genosha. You start Genosha Boulevard. All that area there, then the areas where the 2000, then the things start well, not 2000, the 90s. People start go back there, and like 92, 93, so people start go back there and start make one build a Lee house and a Lee shanty house, and just like that, gradually more people to where they know. Straight across right, the customs as well as Port Authority, and straight across the SO Depot. And this is the Caesar Ridge Road. So I don't have a 4K camera yet. Future plan if I get that, but I down the road. But for now, I don't know if I could see the road where I just passed over, but the area there pretty rough. So all this area, like where I mentioned in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, most of the house never exists. They start dump up the area. With clay. Back here, you had this valley where me near John's Khan. An interesting house where he may have. So back then, this time me like one bad area. Right around this area where me live. I grew up and spent like 8 years of my life around this area. When you hear Yabra, you don't want nobody know where part you live, you know, if you want to be rich or you want to play like you're rich. And then on the left hand side, you used to have this high tower. We got the police checkpoint, so I just want to put down my glass and make them see my face, no? Then we'll continue. Yeah, General, where you go? Straight? Like we're not ready for anything. Don't say it, don't say it. I like that, man. Wanna take care, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah, so they have quite a bit of checkpoints, but that police I know him personally too. Then you had, I don't know if you know about Long Barracks. I think people were moved from Belize around the 70s, 60s know about Long Barracks because there are a lot of Long Barracks. Well, you had a Long Barracks, well, still actually a Long Barracks, but a cement Long Barracks. But back in the day, I don't know cement, nothing, board. And then on the left hand side, the Bismarck Club Bizono, but Bismarck Club. Yeah, big people place. So I can remember the walk past there, and that was an interesting time. Yeah, so all of this area that Yabra been, it definitely changed one a lot. For sure. And in actuality, you could have go straight, but some good areas now, then just reclaim the street. You could have go straight down from this bridge, but then just reclaim that, make that into, you know, build some house wrong there. You know, you just have this Albert Street West. Well, like I said, I spent 8 years around this area as a kid growing up. I left from here when I was 17. So 8 years, you basically grew up from like 10 years old, man, or 9 years old, sorry. You grew up. If you when I was 17, and you know, I remember everything basically. In Wesley College to the right, I had some cousin who were gone to Wesley College. So Wesley College, they both for a while now. And then on the left hand side, the old grave. Well, they don't bury people there for my inception. That way back. I think they don't bury nobody there for over more than 60 years. But There's still one grave site, grave area, old grave area we call it, and we used to walk through there. So we go around Albert Street, Regent Street, sorry, past the House of Culture. One of the things there with Belize, Belize really unique in our sense that when you hear about Central America, you think about Spanish, but Belize are the only country in this part of the Central Americas where the official language are English, and where they talk, they're not English, they're Creole. And we used to believe that Creole, they used to teach me that Creole, and I think I mentioned this in one of my videos, that they're not a language for your talk, they're a broken language, broken English, but yeah, not broken English, they're just one authentic language, you know. And what happened with Creole, like many languages, they have one set rule. Sometimes they come for a lot of language, it come natural. Because the way how we there, I mean, people believe different. Some people believe evolution, whatever. I believe in a creation. That the way we get created, we have the ability to form new language and have one guideline. You know, some language you have some private, like one private group where would I set guidelines, like, you know, what one be the part, the full stop one there, the enunciation of words, phrases, and so forth. But for the most part, you still have, like, the word orthography. You still have principles, rules, but most are developed naturally. You know, it makes sense. So under the guidelines of that, Belize Creole have, like, I think 2 guidelines where we could go by, and we go by one. We choose one and we go by that. And at that, another time, given an example, you know, and all about grammar, using grammar in any language, and in this case in the Creole language. But yeah, basically the 2 languages common, I Belize, Creole and English. Well, a lot of people from different countries come here, from like Central America, South America, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, and the children born here, and they pick up the talk Creole, you know. So a lot of people, even people from districts like Corozal, Cayo, Belmopan, Dangriga, Punta Gorda, Orange Walk, you go there and people and talk Creole, and people, they don't look like they have African descent. They, you know, they look like they have Mexican, Guatemalan, you know, Mayan, but they talk like a Creole. Matter of fact, you have Americans where talk Creole, yeah, and what happen when they come here, the kids be small, and then if you hear them they talk Creole, you wanna know where they go on, you know. Blue eye and talk Creole, and then talk American, you know, American with an American accent, you know. So we pass around the lighthouse again and the famous Belize. Not at the same Belize sign where I got from my website. I want to make it as authentic as I can, and all the pictures me taking there, you know. So I make sure that this website that everything authentic. And one of the things there where I try my best not to do that. Of course, sometimes I have to edit and put together videos, but I try my best not to edit out, like, you know, like like a vlog like what I do right now. This no be no edit. Editing done. Mistake, you know, get it right there. I want it as authentic. I want to get the experience. The real Belize they deal with. They know, you know, where I don't want to say and whatever. This the exactly how I want this channel be, as authentic as possible could give, you know. So yeah, coming back, I want to give, you know, a little joke when it comes to the Creole language. So for one good amount of years, I used to run taxi driver, and I have had quite a bit of customers, and I had this customer from Placencia. You know Placencia, don't know anything about Placencia and San Pedro. That predominantly touristy area. So when the cruise ships they just start to come to Belize and they just finish build a tourism village, I there with my customer, she a female, and me want to get some things for some family member around the tourism village. And the reason being that you had a lot of gift shops and so forth. Of course, you have outside the gift shops and you have inside. So at that time, you could easily go inside, just show ID, whatever, and that change after a while. You have to show passport and a whole heap of things. But nonetheless, I had to walk with she. If you go buy the stuff, and at that time, cruise ship may come in. So they sell me tours, sell she tours. But I never forget, I tell you, that sweet me up to today. So this guy, this Belizean tour guide, come up to she and start to, we call it a Belize young. Start to talk American, you know. Hey, my friend, would you be interested in a tour? We have a nice tour for you, so forth. So I got a smile on my face, and she looked ballet dead in her, I know. She parents, the two Americans, white Americans. So two are named blonde. So you could figure how she look. Blonde hair, blue eye. And you may married to a Belizean guy, but him a mixed too. So then the kid come more like she and her parents. But nonetheless, she looked my boy dead in her eye and said, boy, what is going on with you? Be the fire here? Just like that, watch I had to laugh. For he start laugh. He just confused. Say, boy, watch me live the Placencia here. What is going on with you? Well, I look like a tourist, and she chop up, watch she just tell him about himself. Boy, watch he no care that he get a tongue lashing. He laugh, and me they laugh. Then she start laugh. But that's not my experience. So the language cool. I like it. I mean, now a lot of individuals change their thinking and start to change their thinking when it comes to the language. And I know first we used to shame, me included, but now we get educated. We allow ourselves to get educated, you know, and we see the language just as one other language. Of course, you'll still have some individuals who have lead different opinion, but nonetheless, that's cool too. But you also have a lot of individuals who come from the States where they enjoy the language as well. You know, you have some individuals where even now then they learn it, you know, to the best of their ability. So yeah, and it actually not hard, just that when you have the American accent, it pose one challenge because what happened, we would have used the term broad, but that just in actuality when you attack linguistic, that no way broad are just enunciation words like boy and boy. And just like in a Polish, Chinese, whatever, then just Spanish, you just have to curl your tongue, open your mouth, the ear, and so forth. That is the same thing. Like for instance, we want to say important, important, English important, American important. So there are difference, you know. And in my opinion, it's beautiful any way you take it because there are variety, and that the language. Language to me that like flowers, red, blue, green. That will make it beautiful. Different language, different beauty, different culture. You know. So this the Baymen Avenue where we look pan. So I think I know where I want to stop off. I want to stop off the one of my lead Chinese shops where I like. We're gonna see if they got one or two things to buy, and yeah, we are stop right there. But that are basically where we are stop off. That right wrong the bend. But yeah, I definitely I always want to do a YouTube channel and rock my mind. They rock my mind. What we do? I mean, I say you know what? I always like traveling around Belize. They shuttle people. They tell them about Belize. And I never ever see myself as giving one tour. I always me see it as the show people where part I live, you know, because I see people like myself, different culture, different look, but nonetheless, they're not humans just like me. And I would have loved when